Louis Adler is an American record producer, music executive, talent manager, songwriter, film director, film producer, and co-owner of the Roxy Theatre in West Hollywood, California. Adler has produced and developed a number of iconic musical artists, including the Grassroots, Jan and Dean, the Mamas and the Papas, and Carole King. King's Diamond certified album Tapestry, produced by Adler, won the 1972 Grammy Award for Album of the Year, and is widely considered one of the greatest pop albums of all time. Adler was an executive producer of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the longest-running theatrical film in history. He also discovered and produced comedy albums and films for Cheech and Chong. In 2006, Adler was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his achievements in music. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2013 as the winner, alongside Quincy Jones, of the Ahmet Ertegun Award. Career. Music. His career in music began as co-manager, alongside Herb Alpert, of Jan and Dean. Adler and Alpert transitioned from managing into songwriting, composing the songs River Rock in 1958 for Bob Froggy Landers and The Cough Drops and Wonderful World with Sam Cooke. In 1964, Adler founded Dunhill Records. He was president and chief record producer of the label from 1964 to 1967. During that time, Adler signed the Mamas and the Papas to Dunhill, producing 6 top 5 hits for the group, including California Dreamin' and Monday, Monday. Dunhill also reached number 1 on the pop charts with Barry Maguire's single Eve of Destruction. Through additional efforts by co-producers and songwriting duo P.F. Sloan and Steve Barry, the label reached number 8 on the pop charts with the Grassroots single Let's Live for Today. Capitalizing on Dunhill's success, Adler sold the label to ABC in 1967 and founded Ode Records, to which he signed Carole King, Spirit, Cheech and Chong, Scott McKenzie, Peggy Lipton, and others. Adler produced all of King's albums on Ode, which include 4 gold, 1 platinum, and 1 diamond album, as certified by the RIAA. King's second album for Ode, Tapestry, sold more than 25 million copies worldwide, and is considered one of the greatest albums of all time. Adler's work on Tapestry garnered him 2 Grammy Awards in 1972, Record of the Year and Album of the Year. In addition to work with his own label's artists, Adler produced a number of live albums for Johnny Rivers. In June 1967, Adler helped to produce the Monterey International Pop Festival, as well as the film version, Monterey Pop, which he co-produced with John Phillips from the Mamas and the Papas. Film. After Monterey Pop, Adler and Phillips teamed up again to produce the 1970 Robert Altman film, Brewster McCloud. In 1975, Adler served as executive producer of the cult classic The Rocky Horror Picture Show. After seeing the Rocky Horror Show at a theater in London, Adler bought the American rights to the show, presented it live in Los Angeles, and executive produced the film version. The movie went on to become the longest-running theatrical film in history. In 1978, Adler directed the movie Up in Smoke, starring Cheech and Chong. The movie remains a cult hit, and in 2000 Adler recorded a commentary track along with Cheech Marin for the DVD release. His 1981 film, Ladies and Gentlemen, The Fabulous Stains, did not make a large impact upon release but has enjoyed a long life on cable TV broadcasts. Also in 1981, Adler executive produced the follow-up to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Shock Treatment. Personal life. Adler was born to a Jewish family, the son of Manny and Josephine Adler in Chicago, Illinois in 1933 and raised in the Boyle Heights section of Los Angeles, California. Adler was married to actress and singer Shelley Fabre in 1964 and produced several of her songs. They separated in 1966 but were not formally divorced until 1980. In 1973 he fathered his first son, Nick Adler, with actress Britt Eklund. In 1978 he fathered another son, Cisco Adler, with then-girlfriend Phyllis Summer. In the 1980s his son Sonny was born from a brief relationship. Today, Adler is married to former actress Paige Hanna, 3 decades his junior. The couple has 4 sons, Manny, Ike, Pablo, and Oscar. Adler can often be seen sitting courtside next to Jack Nicholson at Los Angeles Lakers home games. Adler owns the Roxy Theatre with his son Nick, who operates the historic music venue on the Sunset Strip in West Hollywood, California. Peter Fonda based his character Terry Valentine in The Limey on Adler. In 1976, Adler and his administrative assistant were kidnapped. The two men were held for 8 hours and released after $25,000 in ransom money was paid. 3 suspects were arrested and sheriff's deputies later recovered $14,900 of the ransom money. 2 suspects were later convicted and 1 suspect was later sentenced to life in prison.